What's more important, the fact that Martin Luther King is the man that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
Jesus. I'm going to give you this example. He's a great father. He's a great businessman. He's a great CEO. He's an entrepreneur. He's such a boss.
He's a boss.
Look at that man. He's a boss.
Look at him.
He's a great father. Look at him, that strong black man.
Look at him being at his kid's game.
But you're cheating on your wife. You're not a good husband. But he's great in all these other aspects. How are you a great leader, a great CEO, a great black man? You're not great.
You're
not great. God, you're not. That is triggering.
Yeah, for
sure. I'm a good dad. You're not a good dad because you don't respect me. How the fuck you showing these kids you a good father and you don't respect their mother? You're not a great dad, my nigga. You're an okay human.
Someone being a good person to you means they're a good person to you. Someone being a good person to everyone means that they're a good person.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Amala Efanobi here with PragerU. We're also here with Will Witt.
Hello.
And Taylor.
Hi, peoples.
And
folks.
Today, we're going to play a game on this stream. And the game is we're switching pronouns. So Will is going to be she, her. I'm going to be...
No, I'm not she, her.
Yes, you are.
I'm she, him.
We've already decided. Will
I'm
is...
she, him. He, her. I, us.
He's picking too many pronouns. So Will is she, her.
You can never have too many.
That's very well true. You can never have too many pronouns.
You can't.
I am going to be he, him today, and Taylor is going to be they, them. Now, if either of us refer to the other person with the wrong pronouns, you're getting a loud boo because you have misgendered them, and that's unacceptable.
I don't remember what yours are. What are yours?
Mine are he, him.
Can mine be dragon centaur?
No. You're they, them. See, Will and Taylor do not like sticking to the rules because, you know, white men do not like sticking to rules.
No. We have
Rules
so
are
much
racist.
privilege. Yeah, rules are racist.
So we
Rules
don't
are
abide by
racist.
rules because they're oppressive instruments of white men.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm he, him, or
No,
he, her.
you are she.
Oppressive.
Anyways, you
I'm
guys are
oppressed.
You guys are listening at home. Will is she, her. I'm he, him. Taylor's they, them. And if you misgender us, you get a loud boo. Okay, so we're going to get into the first story of the day. The first story of the day is America's first black billionaire wants his reparation check now.
Now.
What is your initial reaction to just that headline?
Well, I wish I had $1 billion.
I know.
That's my initial reaction.
Yeah, so this guy, Robert L. Johnson, who is the founder of BET, the Black Entertainment Television Network, and is the first black billionaire in America. I mean, this man has mountains of money, money of which we will never know the likes of, and he is still calling for reparations here for people who are descendant of slaves in America, even though he has managed to amass billions of dollars.
I think that I think that he is going to need reparations after the Karen movie comes out with BET. Because that is going to make them lose probably a lot of money.
Oh my gosh, it's probably going to tank any revenue of which that company has ever made. And you know what? I get called out on YouTube for saying of which. Have you seen those comments?
Yeah, I saw him.
Apparently I'm not allowed to say of which, and I say it without even thinking about it anymore.
You get it right like 25% of the time.
I know, which that's a pretty good batting average.
Yeah.
Of which it's pretty good.
It's a batting average of which is quite well.
Thanks, guys. So
but
he rates...
him does a great job speaking otherwise. So
Wow.
that's fine.
That was great.
Do I get bonus points for using the correct pronoun, or you only get canceled if you
don't
get the
get
wrong one?
bonus points for actually following the guidelines and actually respecting people. White men do not deserve bonus points or pats on the back for actually using right pronouns.
She's scary good at that.
She, him. Agrees.
I'm sorry, he's scary good at that.
So Taylor's already lost
Doing
everything
so
that he had. So what Robert L. Johnson has said, again, the founder of BET, a billionaire, the first black billionaire in America, he says that by passing reparations, you will force the American people to admit that subsequently, after abolishing slavery, we have gone through 200 years of systemic oppression of black people in this country.
By who? By who? I get that there's racism in this country, but slavery was over 150 years ago, about 160 years ago, 1860. About 160 years ago when this happened,
Right.
No one alive now was a slave. No one alive now was a slaver. Why do we owe anyone anything? I shouldn't have to pay Amala because she's black and I'm white.
I agree.
Even though Amala probably wants my money. I don't
would
know.
take your money, but
there's no reason for that. It is a ploy to try and get people to come and say, look how terrible America is. Look how terrible America is. Let's give black people money. It's like not even everyone who's black in America. America now has 40 million people, okay? 40 million people in this country who are black. And when the Atlantic slave trade happened, about 350,000 of those 350,000 slaves that were brought over from Africa actually came to America. Most of them went to Central America and the Caribbean for sugarcane things and things like that. So not even that many, only about 350,000 came to America. So why, in any sense of the word, would I be paying for someone else's reparations for who wasn't around then for slavery and I was never a slaver? It makes absolutely no sense.
America refused to give the Negro any land. Through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges, government money, to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. We're coming to get our check.
The greatest American alive.
What's up, family? Martin Luther King Jr., icon, the big man, the legend, the myth. Here's why I never liked Martin Luther King Jr.